Councilmember Rick Hole here with your Monday, May 18th Council Preview. Although given the length of our agenda, we probably won't get to adjournment until Tuesday, May 19th. As usual, we begin with closed session at 5 p.m. talking with our attorneys about litigation. Then at 6 p.m. in open session, we have the introduction of the new general manager of the Metropolitan Water District, which is a key supplier of Pasadena's water. The highlight of the consent calendar is the acceptance of a $50,000 grant from LA County to put on a free fan zone viewing party for the World Cup game on June 12th. That would take place in front of the Civic Auditorium on Green Street. We have one item of old business. The staff is insisting we move forward with a contract to design a $12 million hydrogen fueling station. You may recall I was the only no vote last year on a contract to purchase 17 new hydrogen buses at a cost of $35 million because I doubt whether we'll ever see affordable green hydrogen to actually fuel those buses. Nonetheless, the staff says we have to continue moving forward or risk losing several grants and having to pay a $4 million penalty to cancel the contract we entered into for the new buses. Then we have a continued public hearing on our budget, $1.2 billion spending plan from the city manager for the fiscal year that begins July 1. Here's the key takeaway, because we won't have much time to talk about the budget given our crowded agenda. Revenues have been increasing in line with inflation by about 3 to 4% a year in recent years, but expenses have been rising by 4 to 6%. That puts a tremendous squeeze on this year's budget and future year projections, which means the city and the community are going to have to make some hard choices about prioritizing our spending and looking for economies and efficiencies. Then we're on to the most controversial item of the night, which is the appeal of the Design Commission approval of an affordable housing project on Rosemead Boulevard in East Pasadena. Some of the neighbors say the project is too big and doesn't have enough parking. But those are issues which the city council is not allowed to talk about under state law if the project's affordable and near transit, which this project is. So look for a lot of heat and probably not much light on that particular item. Then we have two TEFRA hearings. TEFRA stands for Tax Equity, Fiscal Responsibility, Accountability Act. It's a federal law that allows projects like hospitals and affordable housing projects to get tax-exempt financing upon approval from a city, county, or state. The Rosemead project is asking for that from us, as well as another affordable housing project on East Colorado Boulevard. There may be some controversy, but if not much question, we don't have any basis to deny those approvals. And then the last item is also controversial, which is the implementation of SB 79. SB 79 is a law passed by the state last year that increases density for housing development around transit stations with a quarter-mile and half-a-mile radius. The law does allow some provisions for exemptions for lower density to protect historic neighborhoods and historic buildings. We want to take advantage of those exemptions, but calibrating them appropriately to balance housing and historic preservation is what we'll be talking about on Monday night. The Planning Commission has made one recommendation. I serve on the Housing, Homelessness, and Planning Committee of the Council. We made a different recommendation to try to reconcile those on Monday night. That probably will take us past midnight. If you missed the end and want to see what we did, then don't forget to catch Jason Lyons' council recap that usually comes a day or two later. Thanks for listening.